Hello to all the wonderful people out there. My name's Jordan Mansfield. I don't know whether you've followed my videos before. Basically, I did a review about just under a year ago about an acne medication called Clearzine. It was the natural supplement, so they said, to clearing up acne rather than going down the sort of drug-induced route. Even though they were capsules, I must have taken well over 100 sort of Clearzine capsules, and it must have spanned over about 2 months, and it did absolutely jack for my skin. Nothing changed whatsoever. Still a lot of inflammation and a lot of sore areas, a lot of whiteheads, just the usual stuff. Now, me myself, I've had acne for the past 10 years. Dermatologists describe my acne as severe acne, and especially during my adolescence. I was for a short period on Roaccutane, and the Roaccutane, when I was first taking it, cleared up my acne really, really well, and it was brilliant. It was fantastic. But then, basically, the dermatologist turned around and says, "You can't have this anymore. You're too." Well, I don't even know what the hell they said. They basically couldn't have it, and then they put me onto this cream, which was called, I think it's called Duac. And the cream worked for a certain sort of period of time. It was basically just like your standard everyday, like sort of Clearasil cream almost type thing. And I found that it would sort of bring my spots to a head, but not really ever sort of clear them up. It was more of just sort of a containment than actually sort of an obliteration. And you know, when you've got acne, you don't want it to sort of contain it. You want to get rid of it, and you want to get it gone as fast as possible. So I have gone onto the internet and I searched for Accutane or Accutane, and I found these. They are called Tretizen, if I'm pronouncing that right. They're 20 milligrams. You can get up to, I believe, 40 or 50 milligrams. I've gone with the 20 milligrams, which is quite a high dosage. I'm not taking them every day. I'm taking them on, every other day basically. I did start taking them at the beginning, one every day, but then I found my skin had got too dry, and my lips, especially my lips, had got really dry, and it was, your skin starts to go flaky, it starts getting uncomfortable, starts to get irritated. So I thought to myself, okay, I'll cut it down and I'll take one every other day, or sometimes leave a couple of days gap and then take it again. And I've got to say, the results are spot on. Absolutely. I'm 24 years of age and my acne is down to the minimum of what it is. Like I said, if you go onto the internet and you've actually sort of read up about acne and what causes it, and what can you do to help it, what foods are good for you, what foods are bad for you. Like, I found myself that I sort of drank, or I don't drink as much anymore, but I drank a lot of milk, and it's amazing to think that I didn't realise how much sort of damage I was doing to my own my own body, because milk, for me anyway, was a massive thing that inflamed my acne, and I'd never realised it. It could be something stupid and simple as putting warm water on your face. That would upset your acne, and I didn't realise all these things until I actually went to Google and sort of read about it and read why it happens and sort of what you can do to contain it. So I find myself, obviously, these days drinking a lot more water. But like I said, anyway, a year on and taking these tablets, and not so much redness, very, very, very rare sort of like red patches, or especially whiteheads. I haven't had a whitehead for absolutely can't remember the last time I had a whitehead. It has been quite a long time since I've had a whitehead. And just generally, I even now that I'm taking them every other day, my skin's not as dry, so it's quite what I call comfortable living, because you're not having to sort of do anything. You just take the tablets. I find that I can still drink milk, and I can still eat sort of what I want. And yeah, if I do overdo it on various food items, certain areas will flare up again. But then you sort of cut back on those items, keep taking the tablets, and it's gone, sort of thing. And I don't know whether it's partly because of my age and the fact that I'm sort of growing up, and a lot of people say you sort of grow out of acne, because my dad had it as well, and he said one day all of a sudden he just sort of grew out of it. So whether that's happened, whether that's part of it, which it could possibly be. But I'm going to say, like I said, I've been on these tablets now for the past probably since late, the end of last year, probably August, September. A few months after I come off the Clearzine, and straight away a noticeable difference. Straight away. Now, it's difficult to get hold of this or these pills or any kind of Roaccutane, Accutane in England, because they're very sort of stringent on this, that, and the other. For some reason, they don't want you to have it. Don't ask me why, but they don't want to have it. And also, it can cost an absolute fortune. Basically, the best product for this Accutane/Roaccutane is something called Roach. Now, Roach is supposedly like the high quality sort of estrogen medicine. Um, but basically, if you go onto the internet, and I'll put the website that I use in a link below the video, and it's basically the same sort of thing. It's just got a different name, and it comes from America instead. So you might pay that extra little bit on airmail, but at the end of the day, you still A, find it cheaper, and B, you find it cheaper for the higher milligrams. So if you decide to get 30 milligrams, 40 milligrams, I think maybe you can go to 50 milligrams. Then you're not paying an absolute fortune like you would be if you bought Roach or something similar to that over here. Me personally, I buy the I think it essentially supposed to last for 3 months. But like I said, that's 3 months if you were taking a pill every single day, which I'm not. So, obviously extends quite a bit. But yeah, it's probably just over 100, between 100 and 130 pounds plus airmail on top of that. And it gets here quite quickly. In all fairness, it usually takes a week to 2 weeks before you actually get the pills themselves. But I'm just going to say now, for people who suffer with acne and the pain in the arse that acne is, this stuff right here, and I'll show it to the camera right now. This is the best stuff I've been on since I was actually on Roaccutane when I was 14 years of age. My skin is a lot softer. Like I said, no whiteheads, no redness, no soreness. And it just so much. It's like having your life back again. And only people with acne will know what that annoying suffering is when your skin is just painful and tight and all this sort of stuff. Like I said, you do get a bit of dry skin and you do get dry lips, but it's sort of containable compared to what you would have when you actually have acne. So yeah, I recommend these to anybody. I would recommend to each individual person to look at their own preferences in regards to whether they're allergic to something in this particular type of medicine, because you might find that there's something in these tablets that isn't in the other tablets. But like I said, no health issues in regards to how it's not affecting me in any way, shape or form, other than it's just completely sorting out my acne, and it is a blessing in disguise. So if it was coming from me, and I'd say is don't waste your money on these herbal medications like Clearzine. Spend a bit more money and get the real stuff, and you'll see I guarantee you within a week, 2 weeks, you'll see results. Yeah, as soon as you start to feel your skin tighten up, that's when it's really kicking in, and it's brilliant. Like I said, it's a year on now for me, and I've been on these tablets. I took a couple of months break between Christmas and New Year's, and I found that I had to go back on them. It was sort of my own fault really, because basically, overindulged on all the crap over Christmas and New Year's like you do, and it just built up and built up and built up, and I was finding trouble having to contain it. But I mean, I haven't. I've been absolutely honest now. I haven't taken one of these pills for at least a couple of weeks, because I've been on antibiotics for something else. Yeah, my skin's still brilliant, absolutely fantastic. No redness, no whiteheads. I can still feel my skin, but sort of still slightly dry. So it must mean it's still in my system. But yeah, I'm hoping that I can come to the end of this course, this 3-month course, and hopefully that should be it then. And even if not, I mean, taking it every other day, it's not exactly going to it's not exactly affecting my life in any negative way, just in a positive way. I recommend you probably shouldn't take these for like a full year, not sort of consecutively anyway. At least give yourself a month, maybe even a couple of months off, just to get your body used to it and see how your body reacts without it. But like I said, guys, don't waste your money on the herbal products. Go for the proper thing. I'll put the website on the link below, and good luck to you, as much as, you know, as hopefully it works for you in the same way as it worked for me. From one acne sufferer to another, best of luck with the future, and if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Alright, thanks.